Thank you for joining me this evening. It's been a while, so I'm going to go ahead and do a reading. I'm doing one for every sign, so it's your time. Let me just get a quick drink here. All right. So tonight what we're going to use is the Wild Goddess Oracle. We're also going to use the Native Spirit Oracle. And then we're going to get some tarot, and on the ending, we're going to see which spirit animal oracle, what spirit animal is assisting you with this particular issue or situation that you're in, okay? So what we're going to do is just remind you that this is a collective reading for the sign of Cancer. The animals are starting already. And, so take what resonates. It is a divination tool to help you, oracles and tarot cards. That's what they are. Of course, they are energy. They're just suggesting or bringing up some guidance, some wisdom, something for you to be aware of. You can always shift that energy. You have the power of free will to do that, okay? So it's going to be different for all of you, different situations, different relationships, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the Wild Goddess Oracle. But first, let's just give a big thank you to the universe and spirit for bringing these messages and the guidance and wisdom. So let's go ahead and get that. I've had 3 pets come in here already, 2 cats and a dog. So let's go ahead and see. That might be just your energy coming through, Cancer. You're very sensitive, and probably a lot of you are empaths and healers and light workers. So animals are drawn to you. Look at that. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up for you guys. What is coming up? Can you please bring us the best message for the collective of the sign of Cancer at this time? Let's see. See if something wants to come up. Okay. Ooh, we have the Grace. Ooh, interesting. And on top of that, after that is the Shadow. And then on the bottom, we have the Shaman. So the Shaman is work on healing and empowering yourself if you want to be useful to others on their own journey of suffering and healing. So see what I said? You are a light worker, a healer, empath, and all that energy. So let's see what this Grace is about. The Grace says, forgive yourself and anyone else in your situation, even if you or they do not deserve it. To forgive is to mirror the divine forces who love us. Yes. So is there some energy within you, Cancer, that you can't let go of? You feel betrayed, you can't forgive. This is saying do that, because if you're going to be that healer and empath and all that, it is best just to not to hold on to that negative energy. All it does is suck the life out of you. It's best to forgive, that unconditional love. It doesn't mean you have to condone it. It doesn't mean you have to have them in your life anymore, whatever. It is just healing energy, okay? And it does look like there's some healing energy, and the Shaman is one of the higher wisdom type healers. So that is something that you want to work on, okay? So let's go ahead and get a Native Spirit for you. So I feel like there's some energy, or maybe you have had something happen to you that wasn't the best. And this is saying, like I said, you don't have to condone that. You do have to, set up healthy boundaries. You don't have to have that situation or person in your life anymore, but you need to forgive because it's like poisoning you, okay? It's holding you back. So it's time to let go. So let's go ahead and see what this Native Spirit is. For your own health, your own mental health, your own emotional health. Okay, we have Thunder Drum, and that is what I think Gemini had. So Thunder Drum, again, is that energy of where we are, beating our own drum, living our own life, So whatever this energy is of this Grace, this is beating your own drum, but doing it with style. We're doing it with grace, okay? Not lowering yourself to what other people do or how other people act. Don't play in that petty game, Don't lower your vibration to fit to other people. So let's go ahead and read this Thunder Drum. On the bottom, we have the Spirit of Air. And the Spirit of Air is like, going with the flow, flowing free, rising high above, it's all that energy. So this is like, I feel like there's something maybe that petty that happened to you or around you, and it's not stooping to that level. It's rising above, like that eagle. Just look at the situation from above and don't participating in it. So you might be being pulled into some kind of drama or chaos or whatever, and you don't want any parts of that, all right? So this Thunder Drum is, let's see what this is. Thunder Drum. Okay. So stand up and be counted. Be assertive. Don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Make a stand for others less fortunate. So it could be also that you are having to stand up for other people. You know, so if that makes sense when you're like that healer energy, that shaman energy, you know, you don't allow others to be mistreated either. So I feel like you've kind of got drawn into this maybe gossip or pettiness, and it's rising above that. Okay, not gossiping along with the other people and hurting someone else, because I feel like that would generally hurt you, especially if you're an empath or sensitive person. You put yourself in their shoes and you don't like that. So I think that would just lower your vibration basically, but it also would make you feel like crap. You know what I'm saying, Cancer? So you don't want any parts of that, right? So this says, walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. This is not the time to step back or step aside. Your native spirit wants you to know throughout the world, indigenous people have called spirit through drumming. Drumming was used to activate one fighting spirit before battle, as well as for joyous celebrations and sacred ceremonies. So I feel like this too is like calling in other spirits, your ancestors, all that, to help you get through this situation, to protect you and all that. So, and this says the drum beat was used to open spiritual realms. A thunder drum calls the thunder beings from the sky, and they arrive with passion and incredible vitality. Drawing this card means that it is time to step into your passion, make a stand in life for what truly matters to you. Okay, and this is something else. I have a son who's is a Cancer. He's one of the best hearted guys, and very sensitive, very caring, very loving. Hardly has a bad bone in his body, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure everybody does, but he was born on a July hot summer day, and it was a thunderstorm. So that's something interesting. So this thunder drum. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this spirit of air for you too, just to get the basic message. I might not read it all, but spirit of air. So the spirit of air, clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out mental clutter. Breathe. All is well. Do not get concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. So again, I feel like this is speaking your truth, and, you know, not letting that that confusion of other people's gossip and storytelling and one telling you this and that persuade you or lower your integrity. All right. This is clarity. So it's coming in. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get a couple tarot cards for you. Yeah, I kind of feel like somebody's I almost feel like throwing you under the bus, trying to get you involved, and then they're going to blame it on you or something like that. And it's at the expense of someone else, you know, and then it involves you. So you're kind of looking like the bad guy energy. But let's go ahead and see what's coming up. Yeah, the Empress. This is somebody that takes care of themselves, trust their intuition. This is like that divine feminine. So coming from that compassion, that open-heartedness, that caring energy. So, you know, this is what that is. And like I said, it's a big intuitive card. So pay attention to your intuition. If you know something's off, you know, don't go along with other people to fit in or not to create some kind of stand. This is when you need to do it. You are protected. You'll get through it. Okay. And then we have the Page of Wands. This is kind of like, can be immature energy. So I feel like you might be around some immaturity that is drawing you into their chaos and drama. But this is also a new beginning with what you believe in, your spiritualness, your creativity. So it might even involve some kind of new creative way to face this, where you're not lowering your vibration by arguing with them or coming up with more drama. It's being creative in a way to set boundaries and cut them off at that, right? So let's go ahead and see one more. Okay, now we have the Fool. Yeah, so the Fool is a risk taker. They start adventures, right? So this is something that might be foreign to you a little bit, to stand up for other people or yourself, to be assertive, to speak your mind. But this is somebody that takes adventures, take risk, and goes for it, right? It's the beginning of the new journey again. So this, I feel like, is some kind of new energy for you, where you're having to take charge, be that leader, because you are a cardinal sign and you do have that leader ability. But, you know, you might be a little more on the shy side, the quiet side, and this is making a stand and being empowered, trusting your intuition and following through. All right. And then on the bottom we have that Five of Cups. This is emotional disappointment. So I do feel like this is a very kind of disappointing situation for you, because I don't feel like you like to be in that, you know, taking sides, cutting someone off, you know. So I do feel like that. But let's go ahead and see what else is coming up with these cards, and then we're going to get your spirit animal. What else? Yeah, okay. See, this is not making you happy at all. And this is dimming your light. So this situation is just making you feel like, emotionally disappointed in a dark space. It's not making you happy at all. So I feel like, there's that Empress again. This is something your intuition is telling you, Cancer. This is not something that's a good situation. And it's time that even if you don't like to stir the pot, to put up some boundaries and speak your mind and the truth, from a integritous way. But I do feel like you are coming from that integrity, and maybe you just don't want to have that confrontation, but this is something you need to do because it's pulling you down and it's just making you kind of look bad because there's other people involved that are getting hurt, right? So let's go ahead and get that spirit animal. Let's see what spirit animal is assisting you through this situation. All right, whatever kind of relationship it is, whether it's co-workers, if it's friends, it's family, it's a relationship, whatever it is, I feel like you're kind of caught in the middle with this energy. And it's just making you feel uncomfortable. But let's see what else is coming up. Oh, the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusions. Yes. So, see, that's what I'm saying. If you're kind of caught in that lie, that web, the truth will come out. You just got to stay in your integrity and speak your mind, set those boundaries, trust that intuition, because I feel like somebody's kind of throwing you under the bus or making you look like you're the part of the bad group there, and it's not good. So you need to speak up for that, even if you have to, call some, like cut somebody off or make a stand. That's something you need to do. And on the bottom, we have whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Yeah, there you go. And I feel like that's spirit and the divine, all that, helping you, assisting you, and calling you to do so. Make a stand. It's like time for you to make a stand here. So let's go ahead and read that dragonfly energy. That is number 22. All right. Dragonfly energy, spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Dragonfly spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in hidden realms. Just as a dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, dragonfly spirit, appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than one can perceive with their senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Alighting when you are preoccupied, dragonfly spirit offers this message: you exist in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share your wisdom, and you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have the experiences it craves. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. Pay attention to the signs now. They remind you that each of us has inspired dreams seemingly sewn into the fabric of the invisible world. I feel like for some of you, this experience, as uncomfortable as it is, and you having to make a stand, it's going to open up some kind of love or some kind of mission for you. I do feel like that. And it's time, like spirit is kind of like pushing you into it, to realize how strong and how much power you do have, and to help other people, because whoever's that person that's getting picked on or this, thrown to the side or made fun of, it's like you're standing up for them, and that's going to open up a new some kind of empowerment within you, and it's going to maybe even make a better, a long-lasting friendship, in admiration and all that. So I feel like that's what's coming up. So that is your message. Thanks so much for watching, Cancer. I appreciate you guys so much. Take care. Bye.